Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So unfortunately I took the Cat 1 pin from the 65 and I had to use that the other day for the tractor run, and I've left myself with one of these. This is a Cat 2 pin and I need a Cat 1 pin for this tractor because that's the only pin which works on our little rollers. So next week when all the shops open up again, I'll order a Cat 1 pin, and at some point I will get another top link. This one's, and it was off my 1980s John Deere 2850 when we used to have it. It's got a Cat 2 pin on the bottom and then on the top it's Cat 1, so it's quite narrow. And I stole the 65's pin for the tractor run the other day but for the moment I'll just use this bolt, which I also use to pull the rollers around. Not ideal. And then fairly recently as well, I picked up a new top link for this 65. When we picked it up off a retired chap, we didn't unfortunately get a top link with it, so I found one online, and this is Cat 1, so I need to get some Cat 1 pins to go with it. But that's pretty handy for when we put the bale spike on and any other rear linkage attachments. We'll start up the old girl. Just going to roll the gallops today, where horses on the farm gallop around the fields. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. I haven't been up there for a while. Starting to use a little bit of that hay which we had from last year. Earlier on in the summer we made it, and I just turn up here with the forklift every couple of days. I bring the bales down with the side squeeze, and then my dad, he comes along with a bale spike on the Manitou normally, and he picks them up with the bales upright like this, and he doesn't like picking them up out of the stack when they're on their sides. So we just get some ready like that. We got 6 ready for this week, and they'll go out to feed cows. And then another job I've got upcoming this week is to clean up the gator and get that ready for spring again, because in springtime we cart all of our cattle to the broads, and then we have to check the animals every day with this. So at the moment it's in winter mode. We have been using it on some of the equine jobs when it rolls the arena with and drives around with a little roller, but it will go back to doing cattle and sheep jobs pretty soon. So that's got to have a wash off and just a few pre-checks before next year. And then the 6R, which we had recently on the tractor run, that'll probably have the front box on now for a little bit. I've got a bit of cultivating to do this upcoming season in the spring, so the moment it dries up, I'll put this on the pottinger, and it'll be the first time with the front weight on to counteract the pottinger. Unfortunately, there's a few shear bolts gone on the pottinger, so I'll have to go and get some more shear bolts when they open up again on, I think it's the 4th of January. So for those of you who haven't seen the video yet, we went on a road trip the other day for Diddy, the tyre fitter in Great Yarmouth, and I had some feedback yesterday that apparently he did see the tractors going around the hospital, which was pretty good. And today it's New Year's Eve, so just thinking about 2021. It's been a pretty good year, and I'm getting some resolutions written down on a notepad for what we're going to do next year, next season, and I'll let you know about them in the next video. Maybe leave a comment in the comment section of what you think we should do for 2022 going ahead into the future. It does stay in. I've been around with this before and it'll do the job. But yeah, we need to get another pin. Babe, what are you eating? Come on. Right, mind you don't get rolled over. So we had quite a few customers on here the other day whilst I was away on the Boxing Day on the tractor run, and they've, scored up the membrane, so I have to come around, do a couple laps, about half a mile long each way. So I'll go around on the left hand side, then I go around on the right hand side. You can see we've got some signs now, making it a bit more professional. And the reason why I go on the left side and the right hand side is just to do a better job, and also the rollers don't go the full way round. They only go halfway over the gallop, so yeah, it does a pretty good job. And you have to do this, yeah, I'd say probably 2 or 3 times a week now, and it takes about an hour, and if you do it properly, probably an hour and a half. And that on the left, haven't really got too much growing there. This is where we had the spring barley over here. It's now stubble. Come in and cultivate this pretty soon, next year, 2022. That's where we had some of the fodder wheat, where Paul harvested it with one of his sugar beet harvesters. And surprisingly dry, actually, considering the amount of rain we've had recently. We really next year need to get a hedge cutter in to do all these boundaries where the mound of soil is, and I'll do a brilliant job. Yeah, one of the biggest problems we've had recently is because of the weather. Yeah, you keep walking, Dave. Mind you don't get rolled over. The problem recently, we've had a lot of rain. I don't know if you can see on there. Last week it was just chucking it down. Quite a nice job really to do in the winter. It's a job which is going to be done all year round now, also looking for another Massey, 35X. At the moment we've still got a number of hedges which need trimming. The local contractor's been doing them, and I'd say he's probably a third or half the way round now, so he's still got a little way to go. That's quite a good job in the winter to keep yourself busy trimming hedges, and it's another way to earn money, and that's what our neighbour does with his, he's got McConnell and a Massey, and earns some extra money in the winter doing that. I'm trying to train Clover to stay in the field whilst I'm rolling, so that she goes out for a walk, I get the gallops done, and everybody's happy. Come on, girl! Yeah, you do just have to rein her in every now and then, but she's learning to stay on that side. Well, I don't want her this side, because I've obviously got the tractor, but she stays in that field. Brilliant. She's learning. She'll stay there. Come on, and I'll do the gallops. If you stay that side, you'll never get run over by the rollers. Brilliant. So yeah, we just went around that a couple of times. Put something wrong with the dump trailer now. I think we've got a load of water in it. I put a hole in the dump trailer to try and get rid of the water, but it hasn't really worked very well. So we're just going to have a look inside that and try and drain the water. I can't wait to get my old 135 back soon with a 3-cylinder sand. 3-cylinder's got some real character. 4-cylinder, still good, but it's you don't get the character like the old 3-cylinder ones. Oh yeah, we have got a little bit of water in there. I just put some horse muck in here today. I just keep filling it up with muck at the moment, but yeah, there's a little bit of a gap in there. I wonder if we can... Brilliant. Well, I'll keep the water drained out the trailer, because otherwise it'll rust up. It's one of those jobs you have to keep doing. I could really do with drilling a bigger hole in there at some point, but this gets cold. Whilst that's just draining out, I'll tell you what, it's a lovely sunset this evening, this afternoon on the farm, and I'll tell you what, it's been a brilliant year 2021. We've done a lot of things. Got this new tractor, the old 65. I was hoping for the 125 to be back over Christmas, but that's going to be a 2022 job now. Right, back up to the yard. Alright, so that's kind of the last job of the year really for Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, and you can see behind we've got the truck just in the shed. I'm just getting ready for next year. 2022 we'll have January, February, March, April they'll be going out the cattle. We'll put that stock box back on. I was just going down the motorway earlier, and it was squeaking like mad on the steering rack, so I think it needs to be greased up, but I could do with the wash off as well really at some point. But we did fit the lights the other day. That's all sorted. But the trouble now is just you can get a few little niggly things with them. But it needs some maintenance really. So I think it's done 27,000 miles now. Not a lot of miles, but I picked it up this year on my 5th of July actually on my birthday, and it's been a pretty good truck so far. I think 3,000. It's done 27,500 miles, and I bought it with like 23, something like that. So we've done a few thousand miles this year. Not a huge amount, but it just poodles around really. But as long as I can keep it in good nick and keep it, for a long old while, that'll be all right. But it does want a good wash. And then this is the Johnson Brothers stock box, which has been in here for a little part of the last of the year. We'll back in and get this out for spring, and then we'll be well away. And then we've got a flatbed next to that. Just really getting ready for next year when we take the cattle out. And for now, it's bale carting, muck carting. Later on, this upcoming year, will be muck spreading, and then ploughing, drilling, and then all the good stuff, harvest again, all repeats itself. Get the silage in, get the hay made first, then do the silage. One thing we're not going to be doing so much anymore is ploughing, because I think a lot of farmers are going to get paid now to not plough so much and to try and protect the soil a bit more. I think there's going to be a number of farmers here looking at some of these min-till drills and these min-till cultivators. And yeah, we might even trial out some min-till drilling methods this year and not even do some ploughing. So I'll be interested to see how that goes. And tonight I'm going to write down my New Year's resolutions and what we can do with the farm going ahead for 2022. So have a good New Year's Eve. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And from Clover and I, Clover's just got up, she's about to have a dinner. We will catch you on the next one.